Hey, welcome to our team call, July 5th. I always say after the 4th of July, it's like summer flies by. It's just the way it happens. So super pumped you're here, super pumped that you're listening to this, because this information that we're going to share with you tonight is going to help you. If you are truly interested in growing your business, we're going to give you some information that's going to help you take those steps that you need in order to be successful. So many of us are doing busy work. Like literally, we think we're busy, we're searching Facebook, we're looking on Facebook, we're commenting to people, but unless you're doing the right things, you'll never grow your business. I know from experience, before I did any trainings, I was sharing links on Facebook. I was messaging people saying, hey, do you want to join this? Without even really realizing if that was the right fit for them. I was just doing it because that's what I thought I had to do. So what we're here tonight to share with you is ways that you can get involved and you can move your needle forward and move your business forward if that is what you are looking to achieve. Even if you're just here because, you know what, you want to make an impact in your own life, you want to make an impact in your children's life, in close people around you, you're in the right hands. We are a team. We are forming bonds between one another, and when we get together, we share experiences. And you know what we learn from those experiences that we share? That we're all similar in a lot of ways. And we all have huge struggles. We all have that negative voice in our head that tells us, you're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not thin enough. You're not fit enough. We all have that crazy voice in our head, and we have to tell that voice to shh, and we have to speak positive to ourselves. And by joining other people who are on the same mission of living a happier, more fulfilling life, it truly does help calm that negative voice in your head and makes you realize you're not alone and that you can do anything you put your mind to. But this is what you need. You need determination. You need to put in the work and not just busy work. I'm talking focused energy to what you want to achieve. And then if you do those things and you form yourself around others and you do some personal development, you will be successful. So let's chat about, how do I grow this team? How do I take this vehicle that I have, Beachbody, and move my needle forward so I can be successful? Number one, Lori and I chatted about this today. There's like really three real main branches that will help you be successful. And the number one branch, in my opinion, and I don't know if this is Lori's too, but the number one branch is to get trainings. Like, if you are not constantly learning something new, you are falling behind, because things change so rapidly that you have to stay ahead of the game. You have to know what's out there and what tools you can use to be successful. So a great way to do that, we have an amazing team, Team Rockstar Fit, and they have put some awesome trainings into play. I've gone through all the trainings personally, and it has not only connected me with some amazing people out there, it has helped me to grow my business, and it's helped me to grow my personal inner self, strength, positive voice, and it's helped me achieve some really hard times that if I wouldn't have had this, I don't know where I would have been. So I'm going to have Lori. I would love for you to share with us, and I'll share mine after you're done, but rock the basics. Basically, the templates, what they are, how long they are, maybe just a little synopsis of what each training is. Because a lot of people ask the questions, I want training, but I really don't know which training to join. Can you help me? So can you just give us a quick synopsis, go through each Rock the Basics training that Team Rockstar Fit has and what it's about, and maybe even give them a personal spin on what you took away from it, if you can think of something at the moment.
Sure, most definitely. The great thing about being a coach with Beachbody is the fact that they do supply us with all of these trainings as well. If you go into your back office, you are able to find many resources. However, we are extra fortunate because we have a dynamic group that has found some of the best trainings from the back office and then applied their own input and came up with some really fun and easy doable trainings for us. They arrange them in a set of 5. So you go through 5 different sessions, and each one just builds you up. You know, each one is a tier. And I've personally gone through all of these, and Julie was right. Definitely a game changer, not just with this business, but with a life and how you view so many different things. You know, life is challenging and it's difficult. And this is really extremely helpful. We're just so blessed to have these opportunities and these trainings available. So I'm going to kind of cut right to the chase. The first one that we have is literally Rock the Basics. And what that is it's a 12-day session that just kind of gives you some insight and intro into the business and to give you a little bit of a boost and a kickstart to get you going. It's really an eye-opener for those that, you know, are unaware of what this is all about. And of course, you know, your coach is going to tell you many of these different pieces, but to actually have it in writing and to focus on it and to study it is a whole different creature. So it's very, very helpful. And then of course, I do want to back up and say that the great thing about all of this too is coaches are there with their people. So you know, you don't have to worry about going through this all alone. Your coach is right there, right beside you, holding your hand, there to help you with any questions. And so it's like a team effort. So it's really awesome. You also will do Zooms like this. So that's really great. So you get to meet many new people. Number 2, it's called, actually there's 6 of them. So I'm going to back up a little bit. There's another one called 1.0 Express Fit Pro. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of what that is. Fit pros are people that are gym owners, trainers, maybe people that are instructors for different classes. So they're very geared towards that kind of lifestyle. So what's great about the Fit Pro is that it helps those people to understand how to fit both aspects into one business. So, and that is one thing that is really great about a Beachbody coach is there's some missing pieces for people that are Fit Pros and this right here, Beachbody then links everything all together. So now there's the nutrients to help with that, to help with the meal plan, to help with keeping their clients fed 24 hours a day. Number 2 or number 3 is 1.0 Express. That's a 22-day training, and that gives you a little bit of insight into inviting. Well, actually, quite a bit. You really focus on inviting challengers, inviting people into the business, and just really actually letting other people know what you're doing. And because of that, it also gives you an intro into running a group. So your graduation is to either run a group by yourself, or usually we have everybody run it with their coach because, you know, that's just the best way to kind of get going. There's 2.0 Express, and that is really getting you set up for becoming an Emerald and opening your eyes into what, you know, an Emerald is and what that means. So it's really getting your business going a little bit more. And that's for 22 days. The next one is 3.0 Express. It's 22 days, and that is really systemizing your business to really, really focus, okay, this is for real now. I want this business. How am I going to do it? So it really gives you a lot of insight and focus into that. Then there is my favorite, the 12-week 4.0 Mastermind. I'm telling you, it's awesome. It really focuses on clarity and like how Julie was talking earlier about being present and, you know, getting the needle moving and, you know, going from instead of just busy work, busy, and not really being productive to really, really getting some productivity going and to utilize your time the best. I really like it too because it not like I was just saying a little bit earlier about what's so great about this business is it doesn't just help you. These trainings don't just help you with the business, they help you with your life. And 4.0 is very crucial in that because it really focuses on not just the time that you spend. I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about this. It's not just the time that you spend with your business, but the time that you spend with your family and with those that you care about, and just really having a very balanced and centered life. So I'm all for these trainings, and I think they're detrimental. So.
And something I learned from 4.0, which was very difficult, was how to talk to your spouse or significant other about the business. So, for example, my husband was very anti-business. I mean, to this day, he still struggles with it. When he sees my paychecks, he's like, But regardless, he has never fully quite understood the business aspect. And so I learned ways to talk to him so that he not only knew that this was very important to me, but if I needed something, for example, tonight, it's very important for me. He understands that, and he will take a leap and do more tonight. And I'll say, hey, if you make sure the kids are in bed and I can jump on this team call, it's very important for me to bond with people. It gets me motivated. It gives me my momentum to keep moving. I will do this. And sometimes, just being honest, sex is a good thing for significant others if they're male. Sorry, that might have been TMI, but I'm just putting it out there. Like, sometimes you just have to give so that they give you a little bit. So I've really learned that is something that is a good, helps me. He will help me if I help him, kind of thing.
I have to cut right in and say this. You remind me of Chalene Johnson a little bit, because she likes to emphasize that kind of topic too. And another point that she likes to make is she likes to say that this isn't just our business, it's our business, as in your spouse is part of this as well. So making it about, the family really is important too. So I totally dig what you're saying.
Yeah. And I really learned that in 4.0. That was something that Vito really, when you get on those Zooms, he digs in. He calls you out, and which is a good thing. Everyone needs to be called out, because if you just sit on the back burner full time and you never get uncomfortable, you're never going to grow. And really, the times I look back that I grew the most are the times that I got most uncomfortable. And that really taught me a lot, and it helped me gain self-confidence and build just a momentum that could keep me going. It almost makes you unstoppable. So thanks for sharing all that, Lori. I really appreciate it. So team trainings are huge. And, there's so many team trainings that we host. We have team camaraderie things that happen just locally. You probably have local events that happen that you could join if you don't live local. For example, Super Saturday. It is a huge event. It happens right after Summit. And if you go in your back office and you go to news and trainings, there's a big blue tab that says Super Saturday. All you have to do is click on it, and it will show you where the events are. All you have to do is put in either your state or your town, and events will come up. Most events there are some free, but most of them are paid. And here's why: because the coach does a lot in order to help everyone there. They bring things, they have prizes, they sometimes do shake sampling and all kinds of things. So you're paying for them to have the space, number one, and to give away any of the prizes that they have. And it's well worth it. They're very minimal costs. You're talking $10, $20 to go to these events, and they're just super great. It's a place that you can get camaraderie from people. People can inspire you. People get up on stage and share their stories. And when you connect to them, you can share their story with someone that you might know that has a similar situation. So that is something I highly recommend that you try to get to. Find one in your area, and make a point to get there. It just really helps boost your morale, helps show you the bigger picture, and it helps show you where Beachbody is going. Like, this is a true legit company. And Carl Deichler always speaks, generally speaking, on the video that everyone watches, and it shares new and upcoming things that Beachbody is bringing to us to help us build our business. Another place that you can get information, obviously right here on these team calls, we always try to bring you the best. Granted, no one's perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. That's how we learn. But another great place that I really connect with is JanelleSummers.com. And if you want to join that, it's just JanelleSummers.com, JENELLE Summers, SUMMERS.com, and the username is Team Hardcore, all lowercase, one word, and the password is fitness. There's tons of trainings there. I highly recommend you check it out. I love her team calls on Wednesday at noon. I always listen to them, and they always bring me great insight. I encourage you to do the same. Again, her team calls are live. She does them through YouTube, and they're at noon on Wednesdays, noon Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So whatever, she lives in Ohio, so it's noon Michigan time too. So anyways, regarding calls, the thing that you get from calls are you learn something, people get to share things, you can bounce ideas off one another, and you can connect with people on your team. It's a great way to start learning about people. You might find that you have kids that are similar, and you can talk in that mannerism, about your kids, or you might find that you had a similar job. It's so fun to learn about other people. So take these opportunities and use them. Again, Super Saturday, just so everyone is clear, it's going to be at my house for any local people. I posted it in the events. I did invite everyone on the team. So if you have people that you want to invite, make sure that you go to the event and you add them to the event. You can invite anyone you want. It doesn't mean they have to come. It's just inviting them to it. And then share with them, hey, you're going to be around some of the people from our team. It's a small thing. You don't have to worry. Everyone's super friendly. We do a live workout, and it's just really fun. And that alone is enough, you just talking about it and being excited about it. If you have someone that highly respects you, they're going to want to join you just because they respect your decision. So make sure that you're talking positive and you're bragging those things up, because the more you do, the more people you're going to bring to those events. And just so you know, that event, we're also having a team day that day, and anyone from our team, and that is anyone from our team, can come. It's going to be a pool day. You can bring, and at this point, I'm not going to have families. I know you might be like, I can't, I need to bring my kids. But the one thing I want you to do is, if you need to take a half day off work, it's going to start at 1 p.m. You can bring outdoor gear. You don't have to go in the pool if you don't want to, but there is a pool. It's a heated pool. It's usually 88 degrees. It's very inviting to just hang out in there. But join the camaraderie. Start talking with people on the team and really learn your teammates. If it's small, that's fine. It's, we'll get to learn each other better. But I really want you to put that on your calendar and see if it's something that you can make it to. Even if you are far away, if you need places to stay, we can definitely do that too. We can accommodate. We want to accommodate. Another thing is Summit. Summit's coming up. I know we are so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I'm getting hot thinking about it. It's so fun. It's so huge. You meet new people. If you don't have your ticket this year to Summit, it's okay. But make sure that you're paying attention to when tickets go on sale. Now, I don't know. The ticket price last year was $125. It may or may not be that same price. I don't know. They put the price on that, but know that it's going to be roughly around that price. You do need to prepay right away. They'll take your credit card and it'll come off your credit card, or however you pay your, if you do pay PayPal, or what's the other one? I can't even think. Debit. It'll come right out of there. So just kind of be prepared for that. It will most likely be available to everyone the day after Summit ends. So Summit ends on Saturday, so it'll be available on Sunday. That's how it's been every year. And that's when you want to get your tickets. Tickets do go fast, and that's the cheapest price ticket. The only downfall with that is, unfortunately, you can't sell that ticket. So if you purchase that ticket, you do lose it. But I would rather have a ticket and have the option to go rather than not. So I would highly encourage you to watch for that. Lori's going to be posting. We'll post on our Team Progression page, and you can just stay up to date with that. And then finally, I want to talk about push groups. What are push groups? Push groups are groups like Team Cup. Push group is something like Grow Your Team, or Break the Bank, or Push to Emerald, or Push to Diamond. All of those groups are specialized groups to help you get outside your comfort zone and grow your team, grow your clients, grow your success stories. Because without clients, you can't have those success stories. And I know Lori could probably ramble off 10 to 15 success stories she has personally had just by hosting challenge groups. And, I have over a handful of successful people who have lost weight and feel great and are getting into a better routine and a healthier lifestyle. But if I wouldn't have joined these groups, I may have never been where I am or where we are today. Because when you stay comfortable and you don't get outside of your comfort zone, you stay stagnant. You stay the same. So Team Cup is coming up. Registration begins July 18th. Teams are of 5 people. There can only be 1 diamond on the team. Anyone else can be Ruby, Emerald, or Coach. But you want to pick people that are going to move your needle, that are going to push you to do better. So don't cheat someone out of it if you're really not committed to it, if you're not going to commit to it. I would hate for you to join, because I shouldn't say a huge commitment, but it is at least an hour a day of communicating with people and inviting people and just chatting and building relationships with people. The whole purpose of Team Cup is for you to push outside your comfort zone and to start talking about the business, start talking about your challenge groups. The more you talk about those things, the easier they become. But if you keep saying, I'm afraid, I can't, I don't know what to say, I get tongue-tied, you're always going to be tongue-tied. You have to continue to practice. You have to continue to skill yourself and learn and do personal development and do trainings so you can hear other people talk, and then all of a sudden it becomes second nature to you and it's flowing out of your mouth and you're like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? That kind of sounded good. And you just really start embracing this whole business and how it's helped you and how it's helped your customers and how it's helped your family. And you just start sharing it, and it's natural. That's the thing. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. The less you do it, the more, fake it seems, because you're not used to it. And people ask you questions, you're like, I don't know. And it's okay not to know. But when people start asking you questions, you'll find a pattern. People ask similar questions. Once you figure out how to answer that question and turn it back on them and try to dig deeper with them, that's when the business starts to take off. When you learn, oh, they're asking me that question, or they have, they're scared because of this. You're like, I can answer that because I've answered it 100 times. And it's not salesy, and it's true. And this business is a vehicle to help you live the best possible life with your family, if you allow it. If you don't make those excuses, because we can all make excuses, and we can all say, I don't have time. I don't have the money. I can't do it. I'm too busy. We can all say that. But when you stop and you say, you know what? I am worth the investment. I want to help my family. I want to help other people. You dig in, you start learning, you do personal development, you do trainings, you go to events, and you see the potential that Team Beachbody and Team Progression and Team Rockstar Fit and Team Hardcore all have to help you be more successful. So I'm going to end on that note, but I do want to do just a couple things. Number one, congratulations to Lori. She was our Success Club winner this month. So Lori gets to pick a workout program. I had 4 of them. So Lori, I'm sure you know which one you want already, and I'll just get that to you. And then this month, I want to put something else out there, okay? So I don't know if you saw that cute Shakeology apron that we got. I didn't post mine, but some people have been posting it. So do you love that? Is it something that you didn't get but might be cute for some photos? So I have a great idea for you. And I hate to put it out there because I'm not sure if it'll work out. But what I'm looking to do, because it depends on who it is, I have all these super cool backdrops. And I know Jesse on our team is a photographer too. And what I am going to gift to you, well, somehow I'm going to gift this, is to get a couple professional pictures of yourself to use. So, like I said, it'll be hard if you're far away, but I'll figure out how to do it. I'll find a photographer in your area. But I want to gift you because it's really important to have a picture of yourself that you can put out there for people. And remember, your profile picture on any of your platforms, you want to make sure it's the best you, that you're smiling and it's inviting and people see your picture and go, oh, that looks like a nice person. So that's going to be a gift. I know it kind of sounds crazy and I'm trying to figure out the logistics, but I'll make it happen and I want you to earn it. So the way you can earn it is to hit Success Club 5. Success Club 5 in the month of July will get you a photo shoot so you can have a photo for Instagram, Facebook, any of your platforms you have. So that's what's out there for you. So anything else you want to add, Lori, that I might have missed that we talked about earlier? No? All right.
I think you hit all the bases. I love it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I am going to open it up. Shea, if you have questions, you are more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask, or I can unmute you. You might be in a loud, I don't know. I unmuted you. Do you have
Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay. Well, I did have a question just to be clear. You were talking at first how to grow this team. There was three major steps, and we were talking about the training. And then I don't know if I missed if you had a 2 or 3 or.
Oh, sorry, I didn't label them. So yes, the team trainings, Team Rockstar Fit is number 1. Okay, so
right.
Going through the trainings, you have all the trainings that Lori listed. The second
right.
one is getting to events, whether the local event, Super Saturday, Summit, workout clubs. I didn't mention that, but there are workout clubs. Lori hosts them. I host them. It's a great way to get yourself around people. And then the third one, you're right, I think I completely missed it. It is personal development and growing yourself. So personal development can come from books, it can come from audios, it can come from your back office in the news and trainings. Or one place that I absolutely love is JanelleSanders.com. That is a great place for trainings in the business. But not only do you need personal development in the business, you also need personal development for you. Because like
right.
I said, we get that negative voice in our head, and we all get it. We all get it. It's that voice that says, I can't, I'm not doing it today, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not fit enough, I'm not blah, blah, blah. And it goes on and on. And so personal development is the third one that is very, very important. So number 1 was the training. It's if you want to move your needle and grow your business, you want to get involved in the Rock the Basic trainings. Number 2, you want to make it to live events, Super Saturday, Summit, workout clubs, team camaraderie, team events. And then the last one is personal development.
And just since I have you on the phone, I can look on the page too. Will you go over just the dates of Super Saturday and the team day?
Yes. So Team Day and Super Saturday are the same day. They are Thursday, August 4th. We will be getting back from Summit on Sunday, and normally Super Saturday is on a Saturday. However, I will be out of town. We're going up to the UP for a vacation, and so I wanted to get it in, and we're going to have it here at the pool. If it's a rain day, it'll be in the garage. We can bond in there. We can play some games. I'm also planning, to have people bring stuff, and if anyone wants to stay from the day into the evening, I was going to do like a salad taco bar. So you could either have a salad or you could have taco bar, anything with that. And then Super Saturday itself, people will come. Any coach the coach that brings the most potential people, it can be customers, it can be whoever they bring, there'll be a prize for. There will also be a door prize. I don't know what it'll be. It all depends on how many people plan on coming. So I can't put that out there yet, but once I kind of get a better idea, I can. And then there's usually a 40 to 45 minute video that we watch. We can answer any questions, and then we're going to do country heat workout.
And what time is the Super Saturday on that Thursday?
Super Saturday is from 6:30 p.m. to 9.
And the team day was at 1?
Yes.
On the same day?
At 1 that same day. Thursday, August.
Okay.
And again, that team day, it wasn't with families. Like, I will try, to plan an event where people can bring their families. I think that would be great. And if we want to talk about that and come up with a date in August, later in August, we can do that on a Saturday or Sunday where people can bring their families and we can have a get together with our team.
I really love the idea of just getting us coaches together and get to know each other and feed off each other's energy and where we're going, and that excites me.
Yeah.
I love it, Shea. That was actually what I was going to say too. What's really great about this small, maybe it will not be that small, but the more intimate setting that Julie's going to be hosting is going to be really great for us to really, really get to know each other more and to, like you said, feed off each other's energy. I highly recommend it, and I really hope that we do have a great turnout for that. I also want to state there's also another spectrum that I really kind of like as well, is to go bigger. So I like both. And I think they're both important, because that Friday or Saturday, I'm not exactly sure, but there will be a larger Super Saturday at the Frederick Meyer Gardens in Grand Rapids, and that's usually hosted by
Leslie
Cortez. Yes,
Okay.
Huge, and sometimes she will invite. So it's super cool to do this too, because she will invite, like the last time I had gone, she invited as a host and the workout that we had done, one of the next upcoming superstar celebrity trainers that we're going to have, and her name is Jericho. It was outstanding. She's also had, she had Jeff Hill, and I am getting to meet Jeff Hill there. Wow. And Janelle Summers. So it's really cool to see that spectrum too, just to get into that as well. So I also, suggest, when you are able to do that, to take advantage of those as well. I think both are very crucial and important.
And to add to that, like I said, you can go in your back office under news and trainings, and right there it says Super Saturday. So even if you're not in Michigan, you can connect with any Super Saturday in your local event, in your local area, and join that event. I highly recommend it. It's an amazing place to meet people. Don't be afraid. I feel like Beachbody coaches are over the top nice. And if you just introduce yourself to someone and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm new to this, or whatever you want to say, they will be welcoming to you. And, if you ask them questions about themselves, hey, tell me your story. How did you start in this? They're always more than willing to share their information.
Awesome. As far as Team Cup goes, I missed the date you said registration started.
So Team Cup will most likely, I have to look, it'll probably begin August 1st, which is a Monday. So I'm assuming it begins August 1st. I haven't read all the details yet. Registration opens up the 18th of July. So we will begin forming teams. We would love, I'm hoping to have 2 full teams. We would love to have 3. And basically what that will encounter is people deciding, okay, I'm going to run a challenge group. I want to invite people. I'm going to invite people to this opportunity as well. So you're not only inviting people to challenge groups, you're also inviting people to the Team Beachbody opportunity. You're getting outside your comfort zone. You're connecting with more people. You're forming more relationships. You're doing more follow-ups. You're reaching out to those people that you would love to have on your team, and you're giving them compliments, and you're just showing them where they shine and why you look at them as, inspiration. And then you invite them and say, hey, by the way, have you ever considered? And you flattered them, so they're going to be like, I haven't, but I've seen you or I've been watching you. You can tell me more.
Right. Well, awesome. Is that, are we each creating our own team, or is there something?
Nope, this is how it's going to work. I will put a post in our team progression page. Anyone who wants to join, I did put a post already, and there was a couple people who commented on it. If you are Diamond, which I am currently Diamond and Lori is Diamond, you can only have 1 Diamond on your team. So I'm going to host a team. So I need 4 people on my team. Lori is going to host a team, so she needs 4 people on her team. And so technically that's 8 people on our team. However, if anyone wants to run their own team, you are more than welcome to take charge and be like, you know what? I want to step up as a leader. I want to get people on my team. You can get new coaches. You can get older coaches, whatever. You can invite coaches from Team Rockstar Fit or another team or your success partner, and you can join together, join forces, and join your own team. So there's nothing saying you can't create your own team.
Oh, okay. Is there a $15 fee to this? Was that how much it was last time?
I think it's free. It's free to do.
Oh, it's free?
It's free. But
hit
a certain success club, like if your team hits a certain success club, you earn prizes. And each tier you get more and more prizes. And one of the prizes is to go out to California and to work out, have a live workout, and it's full paid vacation for you for, I think it's 3 or 4 days, where you get to go to corporate and visit and get your name on the cup and all that stuff. That's something we all want to do, but it takes a lot of work. It takes your whole team working together to get Success Club points. And it's not just, a couple points, but it's like really reaching outside your comfort zone and talking with more people and getting out there.
Awesome. Well, good.
Yeah. So, and I will post, and anyone who wants to join the teams, they can either contact myself or contact Lori, however they want to do it. Or again, you can create your own team. It's teams of 5 though, and you cannot have more than 1 Diamond level or Star Diamond coach on your team.
Okay. Well, I'm excited.
Me too. I'm super excited.
I gotta get all these events squeezed in before the baby pops out.
Oh, right? So, yeah. Anything else that you have questions about, or things that are going well for you, things you might be struggling with?
Me personally, I feel like I'm doing really well. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback from people, and so that always encourages me to keep going with what I'm doing. The one thing that I feel like I do struggle with is I want to invite as many people as I can. I want to form those relationships, and I am expanding my network. But when I first introduce myself to somebody, I don't jump in and invite them right away. I'm starting that relationship first. So I kind of feel like I hit the speed bump as to, besides my following up and inviting the people that I've invited in the past, getting new people to invite as these relationships are being created.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's been
and I know where you're at. And so something I've been challenging Lori to do is every week reach out and create 25 new conversations. And I know that's a huge reach for some people because their network isn't even that big. But as a coach, you should be adding 1 to 3 people every day to your network. And the way you do that is by joining other groups. Go in Facebook and search things that you are interested in, and then request to join groups, and you can follow those people, and that can be how you add to your network. But just reaching out to them and saying, hey, I saw your post about blah, 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 and commenting on something that you saw that, authentically you would comment on.
And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been going back into like the Hike It Baby groups. I think homeschooling is interesting, so I'm part of those groups and stuff like that. And I'm looking at people that are posting and kind of checking out their pages and seeing if we have anything in common. And then I add them as a friend, and I reach out to them and say, hey, I'm looking for other moms to connect with for this reason or that reason, and I noticed that we have this in common. I hope that doesn't bother you. And I've been getting good feedback from that, but those are just like blossoming conversations. So I'm going to, lead those into inviting. So I guess that's where like I'm in that midway point where I don't want to jump down their throat yet, kind of, but I'm inviting at least 5 new people to my network a day, and just constantly trying to do that because I don't want to run out of people to talk to, more or less. And as far as like getting out and socializing with the world like I used to all the time, I don't get that as much either. So it's all basically online that I get to meet these new people.
And absolutely correct. You don't want to like jump on anyone, and you don't want to invite someone too soon before they're ready because you'll scare them off. So continuing to ask them questions, and you're constantly listening to how you can help them. Like authentically, how can I help this person? What do they need? And even if it's not with fitness or nutrition, but it's something else that you are educated in. For me, it's like I can help people with child, being consistent and setting plans and giving kids checklists, and how, I can help with those things. So I would do that for free, just, creating a friendship there. So whatever it is you can give for free, if it's something, that will help that person, that you're building trust with that person, because you're not saying, hey, join my challenge group. You're saying, hey, and then you're helping them with whether it's a holistic way of raising a baby or, anything like that. It's helping them in a mannerism that has nothing to do with Beachbody.
Very true. I have a lot of people that are like opening up, like when it became the homeschooling, and she has all these workbooks, and that's what she does, is she gets people started. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the route I'm going to go, but I totally appreciate your offer, and I would love to meet up and chat with you anyway, just kind of create that bond. And people with younger kids, it's easy to talk to because toddlers are a handful, and you get to experience that together. And so those kind of things, like how to deal with each kid is differently, and what do you do as opposed to what do they do. And so and just bounce ideas off each other. That's great. So that's exactly what will help you. And even if Team Cup, you continue to do the same thing, you just do more of them. You instead of 5, you strive for 10 a day. And, then you're following up with other people. And one coach said to me, it's so much to follow up. That's why it's really good to have a system in play for you that works for you.
And even if it's a calendar, like a monthly calendar where you jot people's names down, or a notebook that you jot people's, something that works for you, but you want to always be working from a list. You always want to have that list and either get their email. That's why it's important. I know this sounds crazy, but creating like pages, creating landing pages for people to go and give them something free so that you collect their email, and then you can constantly be feeding them information, helpful information,
Right.
recipes, things like that. And then every now and then you just drop a subtle hint. I'm starting up my next challenge group. I'm looking for 10, and you explain your avatar. I'm looking for 10 women, new moms who are nursing, or whatever you want to say.
I definitely want to make sure that the ones that aren't totally ready to invest, I still want something to invite them to. So getting my, maybe doing the monthly free challenges again, like I was starting out to do before, I think that would be beneficial for me again.
Have you considered making a freemium, something free for them, something that you have a niche with, whether it be holistic eating or herbs that are good for you, or different things that that may not be common knowledge to other people, but it's just like maybe a cheat sheet on what these herbs do. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know exactly, but something you could share with them, and then you could be like, hey, click here, or put your email in here and get my free whatever, 10 best herbs for nursing moms, or I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't really know.
Right. Actually, I did create this. I've talked to you about it before, the guide of eating clean and how to make it easy for you, and breaks everything down, why you need all that. Like, that's the sole purpose of me creating that. And I am totally willing. I've given it to many, many of people because I do want to help people. That's the whole reason I made it in the first place. But I put a lot of work and effort into it, and that could be something that, collecting emails or collecting information for them to get it for free.
Definitely. I would use that. Until you create something else, because that's something people want. They want to know quick and easy ways and exact things. They want a breakdown. I know my ladies that are doing the 21-day fix, they're like, just give me what I need to eat and I'll eat it. I don't care if it's the same thing every day. I just want to know what I'm going to eat. So I'm like, okay. So whatever it is that you can create, just say, hey, you want to join my next challenge? Here, drop your email below and I'll send you all the information. And then make sure you follow up with that person.
Oh, yeah. Follow-up is extremely important, and I keep learning that from you guys, and I feel proud of myself for doing so well at it. Even on those days that I'm like, I don't feel like talking to anybody today, I push myself to, because they're expecting me to get back to them, and then it keeps the conversation going.
Absolutely. So. That's awesome, Shea. That's getting outside your comfort zone, and that's what will lead to long-term success. So don't ever stop doing that. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you for getting on the call too, because that takes time away. I know it's Ayla's bedtime, and I'm sure you had to ask Danny to help you. And so, just being present, that is huge. That's huge. I learned so much from listening to you guys. Team is amazing. So thank you for making it a priority.
Yes, I'm definitely trying to make more and more of these events priorities, because I know they're going to help me in the long run, and making a way without letting the obstacles become in my way, unless there's an absolutely, after everything I tried, I can't come up with something. But Danny, he understands it's important to me. He's out there, and I can hear Ayla coming to the door every 2 seconds. And he's like, get away from Mama's door.
That's so sweet. So make sure you go love him up and tell him thank you, because it was really important for you to be on, and just let him know, because when they know, I feel like they do more. They really do. So, hey, I'm going to let you go so you can go kiss your little girl. And thank you so much for jumping on. And if you have any questions, make sure you post them under this video.